Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Gray Artist Services YouTube channel. And this is a place where I'll send you or other people, or maybe you'll find me on YouTube or Google search or other places. This is a place for me to talk about the things that we do and why we do it. It's almost like a laboratory. It's like a library, right? I spent a lot of time as a kid in the library researching and looking for subjects that were interesting to me. And so the purpose of this YouTube channel is to help tell stories and podcast interviews and what services we provide and how we do it, because I found that I tell everybody the same thing every time. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to record this and let's see how it goes. So the first of all, let's tell you my founder story. So I moved to Nashville, Tennessee in 2019, and then the pandemic happened and I had a lot of time to think. And one of the things that I saw is that I had a lot of marketing experience and people wanted to work with me, but then they had projects, music projects or music that they had released. They wanted to work with me, but then I had to prove my value. So one of the things I did is I started listening to them and asking questions about what did they need. And one of the things I found out that they needed was things like promotional help, like how can I get onto Spotify playlist and how can you help me promote my YouTube videos? So I took those first two questions and I started figuring out ways that I could help them do that. The other thing is that I realized that a lot of people wanted to talk to me on a regular basis. They actually wanted to work together on uh, because of my management and some other experiences I had from business, and so they wanted access to me. So their question was, there were several questions. There was playlisting, there was YouTube advertising, and there was a coaching development, right? And then the fourth thing is that people were like, how can I get my music distributed and get in front of editorial playlists? So then distribution became a question. So there was playlisting, YouTube advertising, coaching, and distribution. And then the fifth thing that people had questions about was, I have to have all this content for social media. How am I going to do that? So the fifth thing was content creation. And then it was just a matter of making a plan, because what I found was a lot of people didn't want to work alone. Everybody was working by themselves. They were all doing these projects by themselves. And I was coming alongside and adding value. And I got my start in the music business by working at a record label back in 2011. And I spent a few years there inside the system, if you will, like working from formally inside of a record label. And what I found in order to scale is that everybody was relatively doing the same thing with every project, meaning like we used the same marketing plan, the marketing template for every artist. We might change what we do based on their scope, schedule, and budget, but there's no way they could scale without doing everything the same. So I wanted to build the same thing for an artist. So every time they came back to work with me, they already knew what my process was. So I just had to have my side built out and intact. So I think that's enough for now. But if you have any questions, leave a comment down in the comments or send me a direct message on Instagram at Jim Gray Online. It's Gray is my last name. Or otherwise, you can reach out to me, Jim at Gray Artist Services, and I'm happy to answer any questions. Have a great day.